Everyone hear my asthma? We good? Just sleep apnea while I'm awake.
That's all right.
How do we open?
I'll do it.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Welcome to the Coronavirus Podcast. Just kidding. This is a new venture, and this is called the Now We Go Podcast. And I'm here, Zach Maslany, with my boy, J.M. Holland.
You.
And host of Never Again Radio, Mike Fauerbach.
What's up, man?
And we've been trying to do this one for a while, and trying to get this together just to, combine together and get a podcast going, and finally we did it. We don't have an intro or anything like that, so we're just kind of winging it, and it's at an interesting time of to be alive here in the world, because the coronavirus is ripping through the nation right now and just crushing people. It's just, I know about 50 people affected by it.
No, you don't.
Actually, I don't know anyone affected by it, but, I know a lot of people indirectly affected by it, so it's kind of crazy. And if you're listening to this right now, you're part of the resistance.
Yeah.
Welcome. We got some waters here.
Yeah.
I got my Starbucks, and I'm sipping.
I had to get Dunkin' Donuts. We have to open that coffee shop.
Yeah, we got to open up a coffee shop. I don't know what we're going to call it, but we should open up a coffee shop. We got to, so that way we have another business. But luckily, Mike, you're doing your own thing. We're doing our own thing. So, but it's going to be tough for small businesses. I feel people probably aren't going to be spending money as much during this weird times. So, what have you guys been up to? What have you been doing?
Me, panicking, spreading panic everywhere.
Well, no one, you sell a lot of stuff, and people probably aren't going to buy shit right now. I know that, besides toilet paper, which makes no sense, and and then for us, people aren't really going to be signing up at the school. I don't know if people are going to want to quit or what's going to happen. Who knows? Hopefully we don't get shut down too long, but who the fuck knows? People are saying 2 days, 48 hours, 2 weeks. Some schools are shut down for 2 weeks already.
2 weeks is a long time.
Yeah.
It's kind of, what's fucking it up is the unknown. I was supposed to close on selling a website today to a restaurant. They're not going to close on that because they don't know if they're going to be open.
No, everybody making money is taking a hit.
Yeah. And then what about...
My landlord's going to take a hit. Everybody. I'm taking a hit. You're taking a hit, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I started already trying to figure out, all right, what can I focus on to do in this time when it's shit I didn't normally could keep up with? So I was like, all right, I'm going to do a full blast on inventory, maybe run a special. It's really trying to make moves on top of the moves you were going to make, but now you can't anymore. And it's what about a business that was struggling to begin with?
Yeah.
And then now they, this could put a shitload of businesses out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Restaurants are toast. I think a lot of restaurants are toast, dude.
Yeah.
Think about it. The food's going to go, if it's 2 months or 2 weeks, food's going to go bad.
Not toast.
Yeah. A lot of them are.
If they don't have any money saved.
Yeah, what if they're in the... I've worked at restaurants where they're just in the red and they're fucked and they're living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
But is there going to be some kind of payout now? Where they're going to be hey...
I think there's a government. Everyone's Trump's going to give you low interest loans or something. And then they're going to get rid of payroll tax, I heard. And then they're going to get... I don't know. No one knows shit.
But even until that's all figured out, how fucked is a business that's relying on people coming in?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Man, I think people will take care of each other. I think it'll be all right. At least around... I don't know. I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll be
Are you excited for all the GoFundMes that'll be going on Facebook? I feel like they should just shut GoFundMe down.
Yeah, what a terrible
precedent. Don't tweet me, you GoFundMes, all that shit.
Need money too, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a GoFundMe.
Well, I think some businesses definitely that were operating on the cusp of being out of business already, which is a lot of businesses. I think those are the ones that are going to need the help the most, and maybe some do go out of business. I mean, people start not coming in or just not spending their money. It's possible.
That's how it goes.
We saved up some money, and I already know a couple things that I'm gonna I got orders in for CBD company and stuff. I'm not gonna order that stuff now. $600 worth of CBD is going to have to wait. You know what I mean? Because I'm not just going to waste all of our money on that. I'm going to pay my rent and my car payment and stuff like that. But, 2 months is a long time, dude. 2 weeks is a decent amount of time, too. I mean, we'll be fine for 2 weeks. We'll just have to push everybody's payments back and shit. It's going to be annoying. But
And then it's going to be like, what can you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
It's going to be
I don't even know how people are shutting down for a week or two. Like, I don't think 2 weeks, I mean, the way they make this sound, it doesn't even seem like 2 weeks is going to even do anything.
No. I think schools are down to a month already.
My thinking on it was, if you own a business and you're going to close for 2 weeks, the virus is what it is now. You're going to close for 2 weeks, and then when you open in 2 weeks, it's going to be better or worse.
Yeah.
And then if it's worse, you're going to reopen. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah. I'm not going to indefinitely close my business. It doesn't make any sense. I think there's rich guys with a lot of money that have a business as like a fun project too. Like there's guys like that, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm off for 2 weeks. They don't even have to think twice about it. They're like, vacation, boom.
My brother's
out.
work where he's at, he said that his boss was like, hey, there's nothing really we can do. So if we do shut down, I mean, he works at a place that the guy takes care of everyone. So he's like, you're paid the entire time. He's like, if you have kids and can't come in, he's like, you're paid. But it's like, how long does that last till somebody takes advantage of it? My buddy's kid works at Amazon, and he said that it's kind of an open door policy where they're like, don't quit your job. If you don't feel safe coming into work, don't come into work. If you want to come in and work, we're working until we shut down. But I mean, that's really all you can do.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
That's kind of like lawsuits you would get into where people would be like, you made us work.
Well,
like
Best Buy sent out, I saw a thing that Best Buy sent out to one of the employees, one of our guys, and it says basically like, you know, if you don't feel like coming in, you're not getting paid. You can use your sick time or whatever, but we're going to stay open until, because if we close for a month, they're out of business. That's basically what it said. It said Disneyland, from the manager there, was like, Disneyland and other things can shut down for 2 weeks because they can. Like, if we shut down for 2 weeks, we lose a lot of people. Can't they don't pay their bills. Like one guy was like, hey, I got 5 days that I'm on the schedule for. If they close after that, that's all I get paid for. Then what? Like, then you ain't paying your rent, and like then it becomes. Then the grocery stores, which idiots are already fighting outside, then it becomes real crazy.
Then it becomes crazy.
The liquor stores.
And people can't pay.
If
you're like down to think about it. Like there was several times in my life since I've been alive, I've had to, or been on my own, I've been going paycheck to paycheck. If this would have happened at that point, what would I have done, dude? I would have been like, okay, hold on a second.
I'm not completely fucked, but
no one's getting paid.
I just started going on my own with this a couple months ago, so it's like I'm still on the runway. Like I'm not 2 years in. I don't have money saved up inside the business. It's like I have moves I can make, but at the same time, it's like, think about all the people that are just starting business ventures that are just fucked.
We're all old men. We're only worried about our money.
Well,
like I gotta, you know what I mean? We're all like, our fucking money, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's the main thing.
Back.
That's what gives you an easier life, or more comfortable, and be able to do things and not have to stress so much.
I mean, at least the disease isn't some zombie. I mean, if it really popped off and there was some crazy, if this virus was like some real shit where you're like bleeding out of your eyeballs.
Have you guys talked to any preppers?
I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of people I talked to, one in particular, we won't mention names, but he does the audio here. He's like, I'm cleaning all my guns.
Yeah. My shit's ready to rock too, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like he's excited though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you're nuts, dude.
Oh yeah,
like you've been waiting.
This is what we've been waiting for. Yeah.
Yeah, I just keep going through all my food. I gotta go back to the store, and like I literally went to Wegmans when I got there. It was crazy, and then by the time
was there a lot of people when you were there?
Yeah, there were pretty many people. Like then I was there another time that there weren't as many people.
Yeah, it was kind of a normal feel.
The store was bought out though.
Yeah,
and then like with more people writing and saying this stuff, more stuff's gonna. More people are gonna freak out and panic.
I thought it was funny when I went, like that whole aisle of like prepackaged marinated meats and chickens was gone. But if you turn around, you could have got the same thing from the butcher, but nobody was. Same with the lunch meat, like all the prepackaged lunch meat was gone. But then if you would have grabbed the ticket, you could have just got lunch meat.
I didn't know that.
So it was like normal shopping in between chaos shopping, and then it was just, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, and the beer, people at the liquor stores.
Oh, that was the craziest.
I had to stop at the school. Like Al bleached everything yesterday. Like I went in, the school smelled like bleach, but he cleaned the whole thing, which is cool. And then I went to Starbucks, and Starbucks was normal, but the grocery store over there was pretty packed. The ShopRite.
Yeah.
But then as I was driving out, the liquor store that they just opened over there, dude, it was usually there's like 5 cars in that liquor store parking lot when I drive by there. During the day on a Monday, bro, it was stacked.
Do you think
they're waiting in line? The lines around the fucking thing. It's worse than Christmas.
Do you think that that'll hold them over, like a pop like that? as like if they lose 2 weeks worth of sales, how much sales did they get in one day?
Oh, liquor store.
Well, the liquor
they'll be
store's
fine.
government, so they'll be fine. I'm more worried about the people that are alcoholics that need alcohol.
That's what
What's
Yeah.
going to happen
Yeah, they
after
get
2
dropped
weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks if you're going through a bottle
I
of
don't
vodka
think
a
they're.
day.
I don't think they're.
That'll be the
I
real
have
shit.
an uncle like that just drinks rum. He has a handle of rum on him constantly.
Good rum, like a
No,
Captain
like
Morgan,
Bankers.
or
Yeah,
what's the other
no,
one?
like Bankers
Captain
Club.
Jack or whatever it is.
Vlad.
Can't afford
Calico
that.
Jack.
Can't afford that.
It's like $6 for a gallon.
Yeah.
Well, when I first started drinking, and like we would get a bottle of vodka between like 5 of us, and then go behind Home Depot and slug it before we go to the Freedom football game. But
Just think you didn't smell.
oh, dude, we ripped
Yeah, we
out-
were like, people don't know.
We used to
And
smoke
then like
cigarettes in the
then
bathroom
my
and come back to
buddies,
class.
then Brian's
Yeah,
parents
idiots.
take us to freaking school, or take us to drop us off at Liberty. Like we everyone goes to my place. We go behind Home Depot and drink Bankers Club. And when I was younger, it was Bankers Club.
Yeah.
And then when I got a little bit older, it turned into Vlad.
Yeah,
like people
yeah,
started
yeah,
getting
yeah.
Vlad because I was like $1 cheaper or something.
Shelf
like
up.
that. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget, I want to ask you about these guys too. The Balloon
Absolutely,
US guys. I
yeah.
gotta listen to that podcast. I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know. We didn't want this. Honestly, when we were talking about starting this podcast, it was going to be like a local business. We're going to go over different things. But now, obviously, we started this
Well, that's
during
what's-
zombie apocalypse. So
Business news today.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah, I don't know, man. I hear the corona is all about prominent pedophiles and Democrats getting arrested. That's what I hear about.
yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying too.
like
you
Tom
know?
Hanks got it. Charles Barkley got it.
It's guys who they've been, and what's weird is the guys that are getting it are people they've predicted that were pedophiles.
Right. Yeah, they're
know?
gonna arrest people.
How about Bill Gates?
People are going to jail,
Yeah.
dude.
Is it though?
Bill Gates wants to come out with vaccines, right?
He stepped down from thing. You saw that?
Is it though? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I want to see people go to jail though. That'd be
Yeah.
sick. Like if they're like
that's-
Tom Hanks on pedophilia charge, I'd be like, I'd be like, yeah, got that motherfucker, got you.
I'll go outside with my
Yes.
gun and just pop a few off in
Yeah,
the
just
sky.
despot,
Yeah.
man. Pop, pop, pop.
Desperado
Yeah,
style.
we're going. Trump's going at it.
Dude, if Trump did that, that would be like that. It'd be no contest in 2020 if he like
Yeah.
arrested like 30 pedophiles in Hollywood.
They're really trying to blame him for shit now for all this. So
That's what I was gonna say. Is do you guys see or hear a lot of like political people being like, this is all because of Trump and like pushing shit towards Trump, and that this is all
Yeah.
motivated by politics?
yeah. So like I was saying, I'll get bored and I'll go on. I'll check all the sites. I'll go to WFMZ, which is a local one. I checked the
Powerhouse.
I
Local.
got kicked off all of those.
Powerhouse.
I want to check and see because Morning Call and Lehigh Valley Live. I
Yeah,
only
Lehigh
see
Valley
those on.
Live's what
I like
got
when
it.
people call on the morning call, like Facebook shares. They're like, the morning call should be making this free in times of crisis. Like they don't want to pay for the paper.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you broke bitch, pay them.
It's
What
like
is it, like a
23
quarter?
Yeah, it's like 4 quarters a
Yeah.
month. Like
They're just trying to survive because now everything's online.
yeah,
Yeah, well, that's
supposed to be
why
free.
WFMZ is free. So I check them, and then I just see what locally they're saying. Then I go to CBS, then I go to CNN, then I go to Fox News, and then
So
I
you
check
start
all-
at the top of the rabbit
I
hole.
go to local first, then I go
Yeah.
to the big ones to see. I don't believe them, but I just want to see what they're saying because they're complete opposites most of the time. And then what CBS and CNN are reporting that they're just criticizing Trump big time about all the moves he was making. Then Fox News is saying something totally different. And then I go to Alex Jones and I see what he's saying.
Yeah,
and then I
I like
check.
Alex
and then I
Jones.
check my conspiracy Facebook group that I'm in. And then I
oh,
check
we got a lot of those.
yeah. Then I check that, and
How
I'm
many
like,
members?
Interesting. It's not even. I don't even know, dude. There's just people. It's literally because there's people in Australia in that one, so that's literally going on. Because I don't know how many people are in that shit, but that's just like it's a Facebook chat group that just goes on nonstop. It's just nonstop going. It never stops. There's people in Australia and they're just updating shit. I'm like, wow, I want to check into this and see what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're the ones that are saying that all this shit's going down, but we don't really know. You know what I mean? We don't really know. So, and then I listen to what Eddie Bravo's saying too. Like I want to check in on that, and then Tinfoil Hat podcast. I'll listen to that.
My dad sent me a video last night that was an hour long about 5G and how has something I couldn't watch. I'm like, this is an hour long, dude. I can't
Well, they
watch
were
an
saying
hour
that
conspiracy.
Wuhan was one of the first places that did the 5G rollout, and then
Really?
the 5G rollout in Wuhan is once the 5G came out, it started giving people symptoms. That's what they were saying.
Wow.
Well, that's a conspiracy. I don't know if that's true or not.
My landlord stopped by, and before he left, he started talking about how he went on this thing called White Rabbit on Twitter. And I was like, that sounds like you spend some time. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I went down it. And then he said that this is what he said was like EpiPens and child sex trafficking is why all of this has been started.
Yeah, a lot of that's going on, man. Dude, there's some dark shit going on.
What the fuck?
Yeah, well, Harvey Weinstein just got put in jail. You think he didn't?
Well, I was going to bring that up
on people.
Well, that's what they also said on one of the things in that in the chat was like they haven't released it yet, but supposedly he was originally was sentenced to like 27 years or something like that, but then it's going to get knocked down to 13 because he's rolling on people. You know what I mean? And then they're going to they could possibly.
There's some weird shit in Hollywood,
they should
bro.
I've been out
in Hollywood, dude. You know how every time, like, I don't know if I don't want to drop names, but you know what I mean? You know how easy it is for like a famous Hollywood actor to be alone with like a 13-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Probably not hard. Like a Tom Hanks or some shit. He's at a party.
Oh,
someone has their daughter there. Oh, like, dude, that shit's gonna be. I've been at parties where like I'm like there's like
you're like I could see how
there's weed going around and there's like a 15-year-old girl there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why? It's not my business to say anything.
LA is weird. Dude.
Do you think,
LA's weird.
Do you think anything's going to come out of Corey Feldman's documentary that he's putting out, or do you think it's just he's crazy?
Tom Hanks and Charles Barkley have corona.
I watched the one guy put it up for free. And
the Corey thing?
Yeah, but it was weird. You had to like.
How about Chet Hanks? Yeah. You know that guy Chet, Tom Hanks' son, that does Jamaican voices. You see this guy?
Crazy, yeah.
What a clown! He's got the Illuminati eye tattooed in the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
This guy's
a lot of the famous
clown.
Well, a lot of the famous people's kids are nuts.
Yeah.
You know
I mean, imagine that
crazy
though.
Shit.
Imagine
growing up with that kind of money, zero responsibility.
Just zero. No one's gonna tell you shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Chet Hanks. Fuck, dude.
Chet. What? You're gonna have a Chet. Don't name your kid Chet.
What?
You're gonna have a Chet.
We all saw Weird Science. Come on.
But also, too,
this is my friend Chet.
We went to there's like satanic clubs. And, we went to a satanic club. We were invited to a party.
Smoking weed with Helsa and Gracie, dude.
Yeah, it was weird. They had, it wasn't like. It just, you could imagine, like we were not a satanic worshiping group as far as I know, but we went there and
my grandmother would have lost it.
I could imagine what's going on there in normal times, like what's happening there during.
Yeah, there's like swings and shit, and there's like.
I mean, if you think about it, LA is super fucking weird.
Yeah. Well, did you guys watch? I watched on the plane. What is that Quentin Tarantino movie?
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting. With all the weird shit going on and hippie movement and all that stuff. And
dude, there's all kinds of ranches and fucked up places you can go that no one knows where you're at. And you know what I mean? Like, you're an hour outside LA and you're in the wilderness and shit.
I saw the Harvey Weinstein, like, everybody saw that coming, but I feel like after Cosby, like, they're not really fucking around. I mean, because
they shouldn't, dude. Fuck
no. I'm just saying, it's like, it seems like, like, when people bring shit up now, like, it's not going to be, like, they're going to look into it, and then, like, he's pretty fucked. I mean, he got, what, 23 years?
Yeah, but I heard...
He's going to die in jail.
I just heard that they're going to... That's what I was saying. They're going to... He's going to roll on people, and it's going to be like 13 years and then they think they're going to fake his death and get him out of there. Or, that's
I mean, the Epstein thing, nothing happened with that.
No.
There's
that died down too.
What happened? What else? I mean, dude, there's a gang of shit. Hillary Clinton and the people. Trump is openly like, you'd be in jail, and everyone's like, yeah, like everyone's like,
what about
it's open,
so nuts.
and nothing happens.
And Bernie Sanders, I don't really know much about him, but I know that they accused Biden of being involved with it too. And all this corruption.
Oh my God, Biden, dude! If you're voting for Biden, I feel bad for you. I mean, like, you can't even. Watch him. Watch his fucking when he talks.
He can't speak. Yeah,
he can't. He's been running for president since the '80s. He can't win. No, that's like, the best you could do.
We hold these things to be self-evident, and
dude,
the
he's
thing.
terrible.
You heard that one when he was doing the Declaration of Independence thing, and he was like, the thing. How about he just called that lady fat? He's like, you're a fat pig-nosed liar or something. She's like,
you're full of shit.
Me? Yeah, the other guy.
He's like composure.
Yeah, and he's like, and if you don't like it, they played I listened to that guy Crowder. He's pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he put on there was like I felt like it was a 5 or 6 minute clip of him telling voters to vote for the other guy. And I'm thinking, dude, don't you don't say that, dude. He's like, well, if you don't like it, then you probably vote for Trump. And guys are like, you know what? Fuck you. I will vote for Trump then.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh.
I don't know.
Who do you think it's going to come down?
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you think it's going to come down to Trump?
The guy's like, do it all. You idiot, dude.
Wait a minute.
That's the best that they can come up with?
Dude. The Democrats have been like, I was watching this thing, Dirty Money on Netflix.
How was that?
And it was the one episode was good. The other ones I didn't watch. They were trash. But this one was about Jared Kushner.
Yeah, who is he again?
The Kushners are like a real estate family. They bought 666 Fifth Avenue. They have a building on Fifth Avenue in Manhattan that has 666 written on it. It's a giant it has a giant fucking skyscraper in Fifth Street in Manhattan. These are the Kushners, right? And the Kushners have when you get these big families, there's inter-family beefs. Mm-hmm. So the head of the Kushner business, Jared Kushner's dad, bought 666 Fifth Avenue, and they were in all kinds of financial trouble, and they thought there was and they were shitty landlords. They would like own properties and not fix them. They'd charge poor people late fees if they were late on rent, and then they would like churn the rent. You know the term churn the rent? Like if your rent's $800 and your rent's late, now you owe $900.
Yeah, they just kept cracking,
and then they hit you with fees, and you're paying your rent every month, but you're really not catching up, and you're just in debt to these people. So
it's
when
like
you
having
leave,
a maxed out credit card.
yeah, they're fucking you. They're rich people fucking the poorest people out of money, and they're rich. But anyway, he tried to set up like a uncle of his by getting a hooker to have sex with him in the room and like videotape it and like try to blackmail him so that he would go along with his plans for the company or some shit, and he got caught. So his dad went to jail. Jared Kushner, at like 22 years old, is running this $1 million company because his dad just went to jail. Dude, it's a sick show. Jared Kushner I don't know if he's still married to Ivanka Trump, but Ivanka Trump married Jared Kushner. It's like two power couples. It's like a Democrat family. You know what I mean? But the Kushners were giving the Democrats money for decades, bro. Like just political. They're bought and paid for. Like the Democrat, all of them, every one of them are bought and paid for. You know, and Jared Kushner is Donald Trump's son-in-law, or not? What is it called? Son-in-law, right? When you're married to your daughter, son-in-law. And it was it was super interesting, dude. And then
Dirty Money, right?
Yeah, he's in the presidency, like he's all like on the campaign with Trump and stuff like that. And what's cool about Kushner and Trump is they don't give a fuck about the media. Like,
no,
they don't give a fuck.
Day he
if you, I hate that. Yeah, exactly. The media shits on him, and he's like, I don't fucking need you. Like, if you're not gonna help me, like Trump, like if you're not gonna help me, like I'm just gonna act like you're fake. And they are now. They're trying to fuck him. And it's making them like, I don't trust anything the news says.
Just the other day, just the other day when he came out, like within the first two sentences, he's like, "And we're doing a great job," and despite what the fake news media will tell you, and the people are probably just like,
dude, they're at an all-time low for respectability right now, and they deserve it though.
Yeah. And then when some guy comes up to me and tries to tell me about shit, blah 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 blah, I'm like, fake news, and then people just
well, dude, guys have done it to us. And like in our little jiu-jitsu realm, there's been like bloggers that like try to blog about me and like make people not like me.
Right. So
and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? Like this guy's like a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, we talked about this big time, and we're gonna, this is a whole scheme plan. Like we always have to figure out how to do our own thing because the mainstream they want to promote the people and promote the style and promote the things that they want to promote. And if someone else comes in and starts disrupting that. Whether it be a clothing company, a jiu-jitsu school that's putting out strong people and winning matches, and they're kind of like pushing it down, just kind of like what they do to, people in the media. You do good stuff, that gets suppressed, but you do bad stuff and they want to, embellish it.
Yeah, they're looking for any chink in your armor to be like, let's talk about this right here.
Right. So, even though we kept getting better and everything, they kept trying to make us look or just not promote. Dude, they promote all these other little bullshit tournaments that popped up way after ours, but they never promote our tournament. Grace just traveling around the country slaying every best kid, don't promote it. Thor, one of the best guys in the world, was getting zero promotion. Me and JM, we've been put in a school of how many, we get zero no one's putting up posts about us and putting us on these, nowadays things have changed a little bit, but still even, they weren't blogging about us.
Yeah, there's no one like dick
that.
riding us, but we don't want that either.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like a weird mix, but it's also like they didn't even promote the finishers tournament. The people who were winning that were going directly to and they were promoting all the stuff around it. And then saying guys who started tournaments that copied off me were like, it was so crazy, dude. It was weird. And we were just like, hey man, fuck these guys. They're not.
Yeah, they're hacks. They're fake.
Yeah. And then I started putting up, believe me, dude, I got every jiu-jitsu news media was like, guys were in my inbox because at the time I was like, oh, I just put up, Jiu-Jitsu Times is fake news.
I remember
was like,
when you
fuck
started
that.
posting all that shit.
That's when Trump said it, and I just copied it off him. Like, yo, these guys are fake news. It wasn't just me though. We were all saying it.
Yeah.
And they were like, we were saying the Finishers podcast is where you only get the real news.
Yeah,
and people are like tuning into that
Still
shit.
true.
Like, yeah.
Still true.
Like, I just want to hear what these guys have to say because they're actually gonna say what the truth is.
Did that change anything? Like you guys?
Well,
now
now
people
Jiu-Jitsu
more
time.
mad.
Now Jiu-Jitsu time. Yeah, it made the people hunker down. Man, the Jiu-Jitsu Time story is a crazy one. Now there's like writers from 10th Planet Association on Jiu-Jitsu Times. It's still fucking fake.
Yeah.
News in general is fake because you're taking a certain perspective and then you're putting a headline on it.
Yeah.
And now you're sharing it on the internet. So now I don't even. When's the last time you read an article? I never read the fucking articles ever.
No.
Like ever. I never read articles. And
the other reason too is half the time when you click on it, it's just advertising
it's just
in between
ridiculous.
paragraphs.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's pointless. But that's what it is. You're picking what you want, and then you're that. I mean, what I am at the jiu-jitsu school is not who I am as a person. That's a part of me. You know what I mean? That's one piece of the puzzle here. I got all this other shit going on.
That's what Dr. Drew was kind of going off about, where he was on a news show saying you shouldn't be allowed to talk about any of this coronavirus shit because none of you know what you're talking about and you're just putting shit out there.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I see jiu-jitsu on Instagram. I mean, I compete in combat jiu-jitsu, like at the highest level. Black belt, MMA fighter, pro, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And and now that I've done it so many times, I've been around it so long, I watch people do jiu-jitsu on Instagram. What works on the internet doesn't work in real life. Like, the stuff that's working on the internet is not the real shit.
Yeah. I mean, look, think about it. We've been in the game. I mean, we're directly in the game. I think, between me and JM, we have a pretty heavy influence on, competitions and tournaments and all this stuff. And still, Grace just got 10,000 followers on Instagram, but me and JM, we're up in like 6, 7, 8, getting there. But then I'll see a dude who, he barely competed. He puts out 0 students and he got 15, 20,000 K, and he's selling.
Yeah, he knows the internet game.
Right.
You could also buy that stuff too.
Yeah, and I'm sure they do.
Oh, you could buy that?
Yeah, you could buy the followers and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just talked to people and they're like telling me like, yeah, for the month we had like over 50 to 60,000 listens, and I'm like, well, you're interviewing people in the Chamber of Commerce, and sometimes Theo Vaughn's numbers aren't that good, so like, what's not adding up here? Because you have 50,000 followers and then you have 3 likes. Like, none of this math
You're
online.
paying for it.
Yeah, they're paying for it.
Yeah. Like,
It's not real.
No.
Fake news.
Oh man, it's everywhere.
It's like, why aren't you guys running ads?
Yeah.
You'd be being contacted by the same people that are selling you. MeUndies would be hitting you up.
Oh yeah, it's true.
If you were getting 100,000 listens an episode. How are you still living at home?
And
you'd be making money.
That's what I'm saying. But that's why we just stay true to the game and just keep doing our thing. But it's so crazy how everything just gets skewed. So,
and that's just jiu-jitsu. That's me and your story in jiu-jitsu. Imagine what it's like in politics. Like that's probably the bitter fucking quarrels and shit, like how pissed people get, because like even like if I say something about my jiu-jitsu, it pisses you off. Like you might be a gi jiu-jitsu nerd, and I'm like, yeah, no gi. Like I might say something as a joke on a podcast, like that gi is for pussies or something. I don't mean that, but like I could just be saying it, and you just get pissed, and now people hold grudges, man.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
sure.
And they get salty and they want to hurt you. It's crazy.
It's nuts.
I welcome it though, because you can't. That's the thing. You're not gonna make me stop.
Yeah, well, they would just constantly try to make us look bad, and then people would say, no, they don't. I'd be like, they would put up pictures. They would like make a thing like, is combat jiu-jitsu like whatever?
Legit, yeah.
And then they would put a picture of the guy missing him with a slap, but it's like trying to make them clearly trying to make them look bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, what the fuck is
or
that?
Or like they
dude?
name all these people, but then they would just always leave Grace out of it. I'm like, are they not? Like, and then some of these brands too, like how would they not be jumping all over Grace? It's like somehow, for some reason, they're hating. There's something going on. Why would they not? Why would you not want the best, one of the best ever, like training right now in the game? And instead they were like, now we got Fuji, which is huge, but like how many people, to me, that's bullshit.
Yeah, we have like a real sponsor.
Yeah.
We actually have a real sponsor.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it took forever, but nobody ever wanted to, like all these companies were like balking at them. Like, why are they sponsoring these losers and these geeks and these fakers and not sponsoring the real deal, But that's just how it goes, and that's
Which
why.
goes back to my point is you see how hard that is to get a real sponsor. So if all that work and the numbers and everything that went into it and who you have doing it, and then you have somebody who's like, oh yeah, I got 50,000 followers on Instagram, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Ross, I know how hard it is to fucking move numbers and do shit. Like that's a ton of work, and it's every day. You take one day off of social media, you're fucking back 3 weeks.
Ross said,
Really?
Ross said something good. Yeah, Ross said
With
something
like
good
hashtags.
about
What do you got? A hashtag
Just
stuff?
No, just they'll start. You're not going to see as much sometimes. I think.
Like the more you keep doing it, the more interaction there is. So it's like if I would be posting something like every 10 minutes, it would move more because it's just constant interaction. Like I took off. I had like a lot of momentum with like likes and stuff, and started seeing a lot more interaction. I took one podcast off because it was my birthday week, and I just wanted to fucking relax. Starting with the Balloons podcast, it was like having to start all over again because there was a break in fucking just constant posting.
People like it, but Ross said something really smart though. He's like, when you're doing this stuff, so you just got to stay consistent, and then also not look at the numbers, because if you constantly are looking at that, it doesn't matter if you're actually doing it on your own. Those guys who are faking it out,
people don't even know what good stuff is. They have no fucking clue what good content. I'm telling you, I saw an armbar last night on Instagram. It's like a trip to an armbar. It was the worst armbar I've ever seen. Like, I have 8-year-olds in my kids' class that throw better armbars than this grown man. It's got 40,000 views on it. People liking it. I'm like,
why?
That's the fakest shit. Like, people don't even know what good, like, what quality, you know what I mean? Because I'm 10 years deep into this, and I know what legit looks like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't hide it from me. But it's probably like watching someone that doesn't know how to cook on Instagram. Doesn't know how to, you know what I mean? That has a lot of followers or something.
Yeah.
You know?
It's nuts. I mean, well, the one guy that's going to come on the show, Mind Machine, he started calling people out this year. Like there was just,
I've been too. Yeah. I started
it
doing
was, and it's funny watching it because he'll just post. He's like, we'll go on it, and this guy will be like, "Here's some real Italian food," and he's saying all this shit, and then in the comments in Mind Machine, he's like, "You don't have a fucking clue as to what you're talking about, and you fucking overcooked that." And the only reason anyone's liking it is because there's fucking cheese everywhere, and he's just like, "Stop posting stupid shit and making Italians look bad." And the people are always less like, "Oh, hey, sorry."
Well, that's why you got kicked off all those sites.
What, on Lehigh Valley Live?
Yeah, or any of those.
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing started because I just thought it was ridiculous what they were reporting on. And I'd go, you could be talking about Grace or what these guys are doing in Lehigh Valley, but instead you're just talking about this shit. And every time they posted
Christmas tree throwing contest,
I would just be like, oh, here we go again.
Or it was just negative stuff, though.
Yeah.
They always reported negative. I'm like, there's so many. Why don't you just, dude, they could have someone just every day putting out a new business. And you know how cool that looks like? Maybe not that many people see it, but at least it's an article you could print out. It's something. Even when BJJ Heroes does it, although it's some dillbag blogger, but it gives
that's why I want to. Well, we're gonna start our own shit,
right? That's
what it is, though.
Then
like Jared Kushner did that when he took over the company. He started this award show, like this list of 20 influential people in the real estate business, the 20 best. And he just put these people on a list and like wrote a little article about them and put their picture in the magazine. Mm-hmm. And it's like all this prestige now. That's what it's all fucking fake. It's all fucking like it's a game,
but
dude.
People want to get on that.
Yeah.
People want to get on that.
Yeah. So if you just have like here are the 20 best, Lehigh Valley businesses according to Never Again Studio.
But that's all Lehigh Valley Style does.
Well, right. You pay.
But they don't, though.
That's what I'm saying. Is
you could do that yourself. And you have a banquet. You have a banquet dinner, and you have an award show, and now you get pictures done.
Think about how much when we hit up that. What's that one? They wanted $1,500 every 3 weeks or some shit like that.
For what? Which one?
Well, remember we would see those books and we'd be like, why are they putting on fucking home-based skate house? I'm like, I could beat the shit out of that guy and his parents gave him money and he's not even from Bethlehem. I don't know if that's any true, but
but that's how you feel, yeah. When you see guys like that, you're like, that guy's not even fucking from here. They put a guy on Lehigh Valley Style that's like he's on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, and he's like, oh no. I'm like, that guy's not even fucking from here.
Right.
And then my mom's like, no, he was born here. I'm like, he fucking left. Why is he on the fucking cover of something?
Yeah.
What has he done for Bethlehem?
And think about that. When we both went to Northampton Community College, right? So they finally, one of the kids in his class, parents, works there or something, got us an article written, and dude, we must have got 30, 40 leads off that because it went out in a magazine, and that magazine never goes away. That's something that's there. Now that's just a college magazine, but so many people saw that. So many people had to, go through that. Now a book like that's sitting in every little place helps, but you got to pay $15. I thought they were actually...
Yeah.
Right, picking people.
Yeah, I thought they were actually picking you. Like these guys are the goat.
It's why it's why I didn't give a fuck when they were doing the who's got the best podcast in the Valley.
Valley Podcast Festival, right?
It's like last year somebody won and they've been doing a podcast for a year. And I'm just like, you don't have the best fucking podcast.
Yeah.
It's
we
like
should flame that shit. Yeah.
You're not on the fuck. Oh, that's what this show's going to turn into, and I'm excited for it.
Just shit talk on Mondays. Get your week started. Get fired up to get going.
But it's like you're not at the level that anyone else is. You're not at the production level. You're not fucking doing anything other than you're now sitting down and being like, we're interviewing businesses.
You invested no money in it.
Oh, great idea. Thanks for coming on my show. And then coming up with that idea. Go fuck yourself, man.
Yeah, the local newspaper thing is weird. I don't know why.
Yeah, so, what this is actually...
They promote, like what he said, they promote what they want to be cool.
And then it's like, people are like, oh, you should...
God forbid you're like macho with muscles and like use your dick every once in a while. Like, you know what I mean? No, we can't have that. can't have that.
You know what they're gonna... And you know what what we're gonna do is actually an idea that I had, he told me about, and then Ashan, our flyer guy who lives in Sri Lanka, who I'm also... Stay healthy out there, bro.
Is it bad out there?
There's people in this area. Yeah.
He was just saying it was stupidity.
Yeah, it's all shut down. It's just all totally shut down, and like people are, it's crazy.
He posted other people were coming back to the country at the airport, and then they were being told like, hey, you have to wait. Everyone has to be checked, and they didn't want to wait, so they just left.
Yeah,
and like they were infected.
People snuck out. And,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
What assholes.
Yeah, it's like they don't understand. So it's crazy over there, but. What we're going to do, and he had this idea too, is we're just going to create a finisher sub only Hall of Fame and finishers enterprises Hall of Fame. And finisher sub only, both of those, it's not just required, or it's not just available to the people who won or competed in it. That could be like Big J should be in the Hall of Fame. Like our photographer should be in the stuff that people don't know. Like I can write these people's stories, blow them up, and put them in the Hall of Fame. Then all of a sudden, people are going to want to be like, how do I get in the Hall of Fame?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then you know what other people do then? Is they start charging like a monthly fee. The only way you can be in the Hall of Fame is if you pay $49.99. Yeah. We keep your Hall of Fame credentials. We post this many times a month about you, and you know what I mean? That's how people do it.
That's
it's all they're doing. Yeah. Like everyone was like, hey, you should, we're going to share your podcast. And I was like, don't. I was like, all you're doing is driving traffic to their website, which jumps their numbers up, and then now they can charge the people that are like everyone involved is going go there, and then you rack their numbers up, and then now you have to pay more to be a part of what they're doing.
I really thought it was more of like when I was younger. I thought it was more of like building
community
relationships,
shit.
community.
It's not
helping people get to the next level, but it's not. It's all about money.
And literally, dude, like we might be just a couple of tattooed dickheads rolling around and stuff. But you know what? Here's the thing.
Yeah, but I'm not though. I'm really fucking smart.
And we really do help people lose weight, get stronger, change their attitudes, change their lives, eat healthier. We train we train cops, we train former military guys, we train kids with autism, we train the neighborhood kids, all walk across the street and train at our school, but we get zero love. But some asshole who got a huge loan from his dad opened up a fucking store that sells clothes. Yeah, that's overpriced. That we sold in the 90s for cheaper.
$250 Jordans and shit.
You and like you built this shit from nothing, and then some A-wipe just opens up a thing, and it's like you don't even have a brand. You don't even have a. That's why everybody tries to jump on our shit, because they know we already branded ourselves. We didn't even know we were doing it. You know what I mean? And now we're just like, hey, I thought I thought everybody would be like, this is something that people would really want to like, and not that we're just looking for the recognition, which we are, but it also helps with money and it makes our life easier.
Locally, like we have like zero, like we have to do it ourselves because locally, like we're getting zero help. Like when we go on the road, dude, like we take our students on the road. Yeah. Like they think it's just JM and Zach. We'll take our students with us to like, HQ out in LA or like a show in Florida or New Jersey, and people will be coming up to me and Zach like, yo, what's up, guys? Like famous people that my students look up to, like they'll be like, yo, JM and Zach, blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, whoa, you guys really are famous. I'm like, yeah, I fucking told you, dude. Like, I fucking told
people
you.
Take pictures.
I go to LA, I'm the man. I'm in Nazareth and Bethlehem. I'm like,
piece of shit.
I always tell everyone,
what the fuck?
They're taking pictures
totally
of me
insane.
in Japan, and over there they're like,
like dudes are like,
and guys who drink 4 nights at the bar are questioning my abilities. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, man.
I mean,
there is rumblings though of like some funny shit going down. We hear, like, you hear funny shit. Like the one guy, one of our students hit us up and told us, like, he was in like the drunk tank or something, and some guy told us that he like beat us up one day or something. Guys are in jail, telling other guys, people I don't know, or telling people I don't know that they beat me up. I'm like, that's,
my product
that's
sells through avenues of jail cells.
Yeah.
That's funny. But and also too, it was going a while in gyms. Like people would be in gyms like working out with a finish shirt, and then dudes would be like, I fucking choked those guys out. And they're like, no, you didn't. And then the guy loves us so much that they start fighting with the other guy about it. And then next, dude, like in jail, guys were wrestling on the concrete in the fucking drunk tank because one dude said he broke our jaw, and the guy was like, you didn't break their jaw, dude, I'll break your jaw. And the guy's like, go ahead. And the dude takes a swing at him. At least that's overheard what I said. And then also too, there's people at the gyms, people going to bars and stuff, and it's crazy. And then we got guys that are like Thad that are out there that are like legit fighters, and other dudes are like, I'd kick his ass. I mean, you're always gonna have that, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped going to Keystone to watch the fights, because I don't want to. I just watch it from my house. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not worth
pay
it.
them pay-per-view prices though.
Yeah. I know.
I like Keystone.
I can't set my
fake
app
stream.
up.
I use the illegal stream.
I'm gonna open my own bar.
I paid Finisher's Bar. There it is. We had it kind of. That's where the shit started. But yeah, I actually got it. I'm getting phone calls.
You getting leads still,
we're
dude.
we're 3 minutes till 45.
Yeah, check this out. This is what I.
This will be fun every Monday.
Yeah,
we'll get fired up.
This is why we wanted to do this, man. And then the Lehigh County executive will declare a state of emergency for the county. Lehigh County declares state of emergency.
That's the next door county.
We'll declare a state of emergency for the county. Scheduled a news conference at 1 p.m.
They're not even letting people dine in at restaurants now.
Yeah.
No.
Last night I didn't, but the past 3 nights I went out to eat.
Hillary, my girl came over on Friday. She's like, let's order pizza. I'm like, are they doing that? Like, I'm scared. She's like, let's order fucking pizza.
My friend
Are they doing that?
Yeah.
My friend orders groceries online, and she said there's an option in the app now where you have like no interaction. They leave it at your door.
There you go.
Yeah. How about this?
Grubhub's been doing that too.
And also good news for people in the Valley listening to this. If you got your weed card, they will stay open. They have to because it's a medical thing. Yeah, but you can just But you can also place your order online, and you can go there, and then they'll just have it ready for you, so it's not a big deal. And that's what a lot of places are going to end up doing. Dude,
is it good weed? Like, is that good weed?
The weed store?
The weed store?
Well, it depends on who's growing it, and then I start asking questions. Like certain ones are getting machine milled, so like there's a machine. Doing the buds, and I don't like that.
Do you fuck with the cartridges at all?
No, I don't like the cartridges.
The carts are, you don't know what you're getting with carts.
No, well, cartridges around here. If you get them
behind the butt.
If you get them from a guy, dude, you don't know what the fuck's on
my
them.
buddy gets them and brings them in from Vegas.
But if you get them,
I have a menu.
If you get them from the store, if you get them from one of the medical stores or something, you'll be totally fine. I don't like cartridges because I feel like it gets in my nose, and I feel like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, after doing it,
Zach smokes more than most.
The cartridges, I feel like it's just like you ever see someone like take a. It would be like if my THC immune system was a tank, it'd be like someone throwing a pebble at it, and it would like bing bing, and they'd be like,
a dirty.
Why should I do this?
Dirty Coke bump
waste
in
my
bathroom.
time.
My lungs are
Guys always get like fired up at me too, and they're like trying to like be cool with me because they also smoke weed, which I could care less whether you do or not. Yeah. But they'll like take a hit of it and they'll go to me. They're like, here, and I'm like, I don't, I'm good, dude. And they're like, what? They look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, dude, it's not. I don't smoke those, bro. I don't like it, and I only mess with real edibles. I don't want any, I'll
I
make
stopped
my
eating
own.
cookies and stuff from people. I like getting the stuff from, like, my buddy who gets them will get me like the last one I had was like a Doob Cube. I like having the amount of it in on there. Then you can like cut it up.
I don't even care about that. Like I got some. I'll get the ones that people make. That's okay. Like Renee was making them was real good, but I don't want to get.
I just want to know the percentage so I don't go too deep.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go.
And
too
I did
deep,
do
bro.
that, and I was high till 2 PM.
But the store does know
was
what's up.
fucked up.
The store does know what's up. The store's got good shit. They
Yeah.
know what's up. But they're always running out of stuff. But they're gonna stay open. And I think a lot of places are just gonna do like curbside pickups and shit. You can go through and pick shit up, but you gotta. It's getting crazy. I feel like they're gonna force us to close soon. Lehigh County.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I'd like to see it kind of even out, even after this week, where like you can go get takeout or you can have things delivered. Like I don't want to see it be like fucking you're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
like
that's what it is in Italy right now, dude. People
Yeah.
are stuck inside. They're like on their balconies yelling at each other and shit. I don't know. All I'm saying is, people, I don't know shit about shit, but I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm just not going to do dumb shit. That's all. If
you get it, you get it. I mean, it sucks. Imagine if it was a real disease that, like, I mean, it's a real disease, but I mean, imagine if it was like, Spanish flu or something, or like fucking something that, like a zombie thing,
you
like
want that
really
zombie
kind of
thing.
that'd be fucking people up. Like we were, never mind. But yeah, you know what I mean. Like, if it was a real disease, then we'd have something to worry about. I mean, I have grandparents and stuff, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to be smart about. Stay away from my grandparents. Told my mom and them to stay the fuck home. My dad, stay home. My wife's father just had a hip replacement. I'm like, dude, he's crazy. He's not worried about it at all. But so I'm
No,
keeping
neither.
him,
My
keeping
parents
him
are in
my
Florida,
thoughts.
and they're like, we're vacationing.
Yeah.
And it took myself and my brother calling.
Yeah,
they're coming home now.
there's
but like
people on.
But they might stop to travel and stuff, and I think it will even out, obviously. But let's hope for the best. So, man, dude, this was fun. Like I said, I gotta get going, and people are fucking calling.
I didn't
me
know how to
already.
close it, so thank you for closing it.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Now we go podcast. We'll try to do, like I said, we're just gonna try to do this every Monday. I think right now I might start a new one and just upload it on there too, so we have but then we could upload it on our own personal ones too. Just put it everywhere.
So then it'll be out on 3 platforms.
Exactly.
Dang.
Yeah, 3 platforms.
I'm
baby.
gonna go play Call of Duty Warzone for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm just rolling home. I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe I'll go for a jog or something like that. I'm just trying to stay in shape too, and keep my body going.
Totally, dude.
You know what I mean?
Mountain bike.
Totally. I gotta
My
stay in
back's
shape,
fucked up,
dude.
We're not gonna be able to. I guarantee. I'm trying to do things besides training. That's why I'm saying that. Because my back is
Yoga,
jacked
dude.
up. So yeah, I'm doing that
Yoga
too.
for BJJ, discount code JM Yoga.
There you go. If you want to get anything from us, Shop Finishers, FinishersMMA.com.
NeverAgainStudio.com.
There you go. Thank you guys. Now we go. Peace.